She doesn't announce it, she doesn't broadcast it, but she is changing, quietly, deliberately, and irreversibly. The silent transformation of a woman who knows her worth is profound. It is subtle, powerful, and undeniable. It reshapes her decisions, her relationships, and her life, without needing anyone's approval. This is the journey of a woman who recognizes her value and transforms from the inside out. The moment of realization. Every transformation begins with awareness. A woman who knows her worth reaches a moment where she understands her value cannot be defined by others. This realization often comes after repeated compromise, heartbreak, or unmet expectations. Michelle Obama has described moments where she recognized the importance of prioritizing her own standards and principles over others' opinions. Psychologically, this is a shift from external validation to internal acknowledgement, a moment where self-respect becomes non-negotiable. The silent transformation begins here, rooted in clarity and intention. Internalizing self-worth. Once a woman recognizes her value, she internalizes it. Self-worth is no longer negotiable. It is not dependent on compliments, approval, or acceptance. This internalization is a mental habit that stabilizes confidence and decision-making. Oprah Winfrey's life reflects this principle. Her choices are guided by personal integrity rather than public opinion. Internalized self-worth acts as an anchor, allowing her to navigate life without being swayed by criticism, judgment, or societal expectation. Letting go of validation. Seeking women in transformation release the need for constant validation. Seeking approval from others is replaced with self-recognition. This psychological habit reduces anxiety and allows women to make decisions aligned with values rather than fear of judgment. Brené Brown highlights the courage it takes to disengage from approval seeking. The woman who knows her worth understands that external praise is a bonus, not a necessity. Establishing boundaries without apology. A silent transformation is marked by consistent boundaries. Women who know their worth enforce limits without guilt or apology. Angela Bassett emphasizes the power of boundaries in maintaining emotional and psychological well-being. Boundaries are not reactive. They are proactive statements of value. By maintaining them consistently, a woman protects her energy, reduces unnecessary conflict, and signals self-respect without needing to explain herself. Prioritizing personal growth. The transformation is fueled by personal growth. A woman who knows her worth invests in herself, her skills, health, mindset, and goals. J.K. Rowling's persistence through challenges demonstrates the power of self-directed growth. Growth-oriented habits reinforce self-worth, increase resilience, and provide a sense of accomplishment independent of external acknowledgement. Personal growth becomes a quiet but powerful testimony of transformation. Letting go of toxic influence. Women who understand their value remove negative influences from their lives. This includes toxic relationships, energy-draining friendships, and environments that diminish self-esteem. Viola Davis and Beyoncé have discussed the importance of surrounding themselves with people who uplift rather than undermine. By consciously letting go of negativity, a woman maintains clarity, reinforces self-worth, and ensures her transformation is unimpeded by external forces. Embracing solitude and reflection. A woman undergoing silent transformation values solitude. Being alone provides space for reflection, self-discovery, and emotional recalibration. Adele's periods of intentional solitude exemplify this habit. Solitude allows women to process experiences, understand their needs, and make intentional choices without external noise. This mental habit strengthens autonomy and reinforces the internal acknowledgement of worth. Making decisions with integrity. Decisions reflect self-respect. Women who know their worth make choices aligned with values, principles, and long-term goals rather than convenience or external approval. Decisions are deliberate, thoughtful, and intentional. Serena Williams demonstrates this in her career. choosing paths that reflect integrity and purpose rather than temporary satisfaction or popularity. Every choice becomes a quiet declaration of self-worth and autonomy. Cultivating emotional resilience. Silent transformation is reinforced by emotional resilience. Women develop the capacity to navigate disappointment, criticism, and setbacks without compromising self-worth. Oprah Winfrey has spoken extensively about resilience as a foundation for personal power. Emotional resilience allows women to respond rather than react, maintain clarity under pressure, and persist in transformation despite challenges. Prioritizing self-care as non-negotiable self-care is a manifestation of self-respect. Women who know their worth prioritize mental, emotional, and physical well-being. Serena Williams's disciplined routines and Angela Bassett's focus on balance exemplify self-care practices as essential to empowerment. Self-care is not indulgence. It is a necessary act of maintaining energy, clarity, and the capacity for growth. It signals internal recognition of value and reinforces the silent transformation. Reframing past experiences. Transformation involves reframing past experiences. Women reinterpret challenges, heartbreak, and failure not as weaknesses but as lessons that shaped resilience and insight. J.K. Rowling's trajectory illustrates reframing rejection as motivation. Psychologically, this habit transforms trauma into empowerment, reinforcing the belief that worth is inherent and independent of past outcomes. Aligning actions with personal values. Women who know their worth ensure that actions consistently reflect their values. This alignment prevents cognitive dissonance, enhances authenticity, and strengthens internal validation. Angela Bassett and Michelle Obama exemplify lives where integrity guides every action. When values and behavior are congruent, transformation is silent but unmistakable, radiating confidence and authority without needing external acknowledgement. Practicing mindfulness and presence. Mindfulness reinforces silent transformation. Women who know their worth are present in decisions, conversations, and experience. Mindfulness cultivates clarity, reduces impulsive reactions, and strengthens emotional regulation. Brené Brown highlights the role of awareness in living authentically. Presence allows women to observe life objectively, make intentional choices, and maintain equilibrium during challenges, further solidifying their transformation. Celebrating growth. Quietly, women undergoing transformation often celebrate internally rather than externally. They acknowledge milestones, progress, and achievements without requiring public recognition. Adele and Oprah Winfrey exemplify celebrating personal growth as an internal process. This practice reinforces self-validation, nurtures confidence, and sustains long-term transformation. Silent celebration strengthens the habit of internal recognition and diminishes dependence on external approval. Embracing authenticity without apology. A woman who knows her worth expresses herself authentically without fear of judgment. She does not conform for approval, nor does she dilute her identity for comfort. Beyoncé, for instance, consistently expresses her vision and voice unapologetically. This habit embodies the culmination of silent transformation. Confidence rooted in self-awareness, values, and personal authority. Authenticity signals power without need for explanation or validation. Embracing accountability without self-blame. A key mental habit in the silent transformation of a woman who knows her worth is the ability to take accountability for her actions without falling into self-blame. She understands that mistakes and setbacks are part of growth, not reflections of inadequacy. By analyzing outcomes objectively, she learns lessons, adjusts strategies, and strengthens resilience. Michelle Obama has spoken about owning her decisions while maintaining self-respect, demonstrating that accountability can coexist with confidence. This habit reinforces autonomy, prevents repeated patterns of self-doubt, and ensures that transformation is both deliberate and sustainable. Using transformation as a compass. Finally, the silent transformation becomes a guiding force. Every decision, interaction, and goal is informed by this internal evolution. Women use lessons learned, habits cultivated, and resilience built as a compass for future actions. Michelle Obama and Viola Davis exemplify using internal transformation to guide life choices. This mental framework ensures that transformation is sustainable, holistic, and self-directed, radiating quiet authority that influences without demanding attention. The silent transformation of a woman who knows her worth is subtle, relentless, and unstoppable. It begins with awareness, grows through self-reflection, and solidifies through habits of integrity, resilience, and self-respect. She does not need to announce her growth, seek approval, or perform for others. Her presence, decisions, and energy speak volumes. Silent, deliberate, and powerful, she moves through life grounded in her worth, an embodiment of confidence and empowerment that cannot be shaken, bought, or borrowed. She transforms quietly, but the impact is undeniable. Her glow is not in what others see, it is in who she has become,